Welcome to the first week of your PN Level 2 Master Health Coaching Certification. We are looking forward to seeing you in the weekly live sessions, but for now, in each week of the program going forward, we'll provide some pre-recorded live lectures to help you feel prepared to join in and participate in our small group discussions or coaching skills practice sessions. Let's start by laying a foundation we will build from throughout the rest of the course. That means starting at the beginning and talking about what a coach is and is not, and then explore some of the most accepted definitions of coaching in the industry. For some of you, this will feel like a nice review, a way to say, yep, that's me. I can identify with that. And for others, perhaps those who are newer to coaching, it will be an exercise in helping you lay the foundations of your coaching identity. So, what is a coach? It's a simple question and a complex job. Coaches teach, but they aren't only teachers. Coaches know things, but they aren't only subject matter experts or authorities. Coaches create hypotheses, gather data, and do analysis, but they aren't scientists. Coaches motivate people, but they aren't only cheerleaders. Coaches direct clients, but they aren't bosses or managers. Coaches help clients come up with a plan, but they aren't only planners. Coaches know that nutrition problems aren't just about food, but they aren't shrinks. Coaches have a vision, but they also get their hands dirty. You see the dilemma. Coaching is all of this and more. Coaches must bring a wide range of skills to their profession. There's also a lot of fuzzy, indefinable stuff about being a coach, what we call gut coaching, or you might call intuition or wisdom, stuff that, with enough experience, you just know, but you aren't exactly sure how you know it. For example, how do you sense when a client is struggling? How do you sense when to push and when to back off? How do you sense when a client is just about to make a breakthrough? Notice how we use the term sense here. We'll be coming back to that throughout the program. We'll encourage you to develop yourself as a whole body coach. In other words, to use your left thinky brain logic and analysis, but also your right feely brain sensing, intuiting, and creativity, and your deeper brain functions such as your limbic system for collaboration, communication, and empathy, and your sensory input for reading important nonverbal cues, and your motor cortex for demonstrating and reading movement in clients' somatic body state. You might be naturally inclined to use some abilities more than others, and we'll get to that soon. For example, when we talk about coaching styles. However, just get the general idea. Coaching is more complicated than you might think. Yet at the same time, coaching is one of the most natural things in the world. We humans are wired to teach and guide others, to help others navigate the world, and to collaborate in the pursuit of knowledge and growth. We'll continue to explore what a coach is and does, but let's take a small detour now and talk a little about professions and roles where we sometimes see and feel an overlap with coaching. The International Coach Federation has established this comparison. As a professional coach, it is important to know what your role and responsibilities are, and when it might be appropriate to refer out to a partnering practitioner who is qualified in another area. We'll first look at the areas of therapy and consulting. Therapy: healing pain, dysfunction, and conflict within a person or in relationships. Resolving difficulties from the past that affect emotional functioning in the present. Improving overall psychological functioning. And dealing with the present in more emotionally healthy ways. Coaching supports personal and professional growth based on self-initiated change in pursuit of specific actionable outcomes. Future-focused, emphasizes action, accountability, and follow-through. Consulting diagnoses problems, prescribes, and sometimes implements solutions. Coaching assumes that people can generate their own solutions, with the coach supplying supportive, discovery-based approaches and frameworks. Now let's explore mentoring, training, and athletic development. Mentoring: an expert who provides wisdom and guidance based on own experience, may include advising, counseling, and coaching. Coaching does not include advising or counseling. People set and reach their own objectives. Training based on trainer-instructor objectives, assumes a linear learning path on established curriculum. Athletic development, expert who guides and directs others based on greater experience and knowledge. Coaching, objectives set by people coached. Coach provides guidance, less linear, without a set curriculum. A coach is also not a parent, a judge, a best friend, an enemy, or an all-knowing guru. You can see how sometimes it can get confusing, and there are some gray areas where other professions overlap with coaching. The truth is we can't and don't want to be all things for our clients. It's important to have professional boundaries and be able to clearly understand and describe what we do and don't do for prospective clients. You want to help. That's why you're a coach. People come to you for assistance and guidance. They love your decency, empathy, and inspiring character. Your nonverbal cues and welcoming demeanor encourage them to spill their guts and do the hard work of life and nutritional change. That's the good news. But that's the bad news too, because it can be tempting, oh so tempting, to go above and beyond the call of coaching duty. After all, you reason, I'm the only one who can help. My client needs me. They're counting on me to come through for them. Perhaps you're a natural caregiver, or it just feels pretty good to be the fixer. If we're being honest, it's a little ego gratifying. This is a danger zone. This is where the border of coaching ends and the land of inappropriate, heroic individual action begins. It's an okay place to visit occasionally, but stay only briefly, before handing off your client to a qualified tour guide. To succeed as a coach, you need to understand two things. You cannot fix everything and everyone, even if you are a super coach, and you need a support team. Have a group of trusted professionals to whom you can refer clients when appropriate. This will ensure that you don't feel obligated to deal with everything, and that your clients will get the help they need. We share a sample team roster here, and you'll find a sample worksheet you can use in your lesson resources this week to keep track of your own referral network. As you develop your coaching practice, build a support network. Here's a sample team roster. A psychologist and/or psychotherapist, especially one who specializes in body image issues and disordered eating, but who can also handle other common mental health issues such as anxiety, stress, depression, trauma, etc. A sports medicine practitioner, a massage therapist and/or soft tissue therapist, such as an ART or myofascial release therapist, a physiotherapist, a medical nutrition therapist or registered dietitian, chiropractor or osteopath, and an MD, as well as women's or men's health specialist, depending on your client base. Nothing worth doing can be done alone. Phil Caravaggio, PN. Support yourself first. You know that saying, put your own oxygen mask on before assisting someone else? Well, that holds true here too. Your support team doesn't just help your clients. Your support team can help you too. Maybe you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by the demands of coaching and could use some anxiety counseling. Maybe you're getting into a weird space with your own eating habits and could use some help working through disordered eating behaviors. Maybe your low back is killing you and you can barely tolerate sitting down with clients. Maybe you just need a trusted colleague that can help you bounce some ideas around. Coaching is amazing but tough work. You can't do it alone. Whatever it is that you need to be an awesome coach, get that support. Think collaboratively. Some coaches may worry that by referring out to other professionals, they lose business. In fact, the opposite is true. When you get your clients the help they need, they're more likely to succeed. They'll feel truly like you've got their back. When your clients are well supported, they're more able to stick to your nutrition coaching plan. They feel better. They're now able to do the work they need to do. They improve, and they think you're awesome. Plus, other professionals can refer back to you. It's a beautiful, symbiotic relationship. So think collaboratively. Always be on the lookout for potential support team candidates. Go to trade shows and conferences. Be friendly, curious, and approachable. Make conversations and meet people. Visit other practitioners yourself and try their services. Reach out on the Facebook group and see who else is working in your area. Look for well-qualified and like-minded practitioners who have a good track record and who are willing to collaborate and work cooperatively. Have their contact information ready to hand out to clients or post their business cards in your office. You can even hold social or educational events where you get together with a few of your professional collaborators to present a united dream team to your clients. Just remember, you are not alone. Look for support anywhere and everywhere, and refer clients who need it. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em. Think of your dream team roster like sports trading cards. What team members do you already have? Look around. You may have or know more than you realize. Think about this like trading cards. What cards do you still need? Where and how might you start looking for them? Can anyone swap trading cards, in other words, services, with you? Okay, let's switch gears, taking our focus off our support team and back onto what a coach actually is and some of the standard definitions across the industry. In this course, coach means a professional coach who works in health, wellness, and life dimensions related to well-being. We'll cover more about these dimensions when we talk about our deep health approach throughout the course. We've looked a little at what a coach is not. So what is a coach? A coach is more like a tour guide, a set of signposts and a good map, an instruction manual that is actually helpful and not written in poorly translated English. Your clients are travelers. You're the guide, a navigator, someone with a map and the skills to help your clients read and interpret it, someone to walk the path beside them. In general, coaches help clients enhance self-motivation and self-regulation, leverage strengths, navigate a journey of change, and build other psychological resources needed to change for good, including mindfulness, self-awareness, positivity, hope, optimism, self-efficacy, and resilience. There are several definitions. We'll start with the two we see here. ICF. Partnering with clients in a client-driven, thought-provoking, and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. Coaching Psychology Manual. A vehicle for helping people to achieve a higher level of well-being and performance in life and work, particularly when change is hard. A growth-promoting relationship that elicits autonomous motivation, increases the capacity to change, and facilitates a change process through visioning, goal setting, and accountability, which, at its best, leads to sustainable change for the good. NBHWC. Partner with clients seeking self-directed, lasting changes, aligned with their values, which promote health and wellness, and, thereby, enhance well-being. Show unconditional positive regard for clients and a belief in their capacity for change. Each client is an expert on their life. All interactions are respectful and non-judgmental. PN. PN coaches help clients lead themselves by identifying clients' own existing resources, values, strengths, and capabilities, then using those to build sustainable skills and daily life behaviors to reach the goals the client seeks. Using evidence and a deep health model that helps clients to thrive in all aspects of life, PN coaches look to transform lives, not just habits. Here's another one of ours. A coach is like a tour guide to a place where you already live. Let's say you live in a city that seems fairly familiar, but one day, maybe, you read up on the history of your city and realize that many fascinating things happened just on your street. A friend says, "Hey, let's try that cafe down the street," and you realize that you've walked past that place 100 times without noticing it. You buy a bike and discover it's much more efficient than your car for getting through rush hour traffic. You walk down a new street that you don't normally take and discover a delightful little hidden park. That's what a coach does. They help you explore the potential and the resources that you already have around you and inside you. Then put that potential and those resources into action, perhaps past the limits that you may have inadvertently set for yourself. Maybe that comes from new information. Maybe that comes from helping you see things in a new way. Maybe that comes from giving you a new tool or strategy or a good action plan. Maybe that comes from pushing you out of your comfort zone. A coach sees clients as diamonds in the rough. They see good raw material that just needs a little help with polishing. They see the glass half full. Sure, occasionally you might step in front of them to lead, or behind them to push them, but most of the time you're beside them, keeping them going in the right direction, sorta like a sneaker-wearing sheepdog. This is a method and approach we call client-centered coaching, which we'll talk about in detail throughout the course and what we'll dig into in our next section.